Hey guys, how's it going? It is Carter here. We are back with UMRV Rags to Riches. I believe we are on episode 5 now, I think. We have to actually start writing it down just so I can remember. But starting off today, it is March, or actually May, sorry, 6:11 in the morning. We have a worker on his courseplay route doing a little fertilizer contract in field 34 right next to the farm. But today we are going to be in the 7810 doing more planting. So I have a little GPS route set up. I'm gonna do the headlands afterwards. We can actually probably start we'll start the second row in. Just so we have a little bit of space when we do the headlands. So let's get going. Yeah, we'll do soybeans. I wasn't quite sure, and I've been kind of thinking about it since the last episode, and yeah, I think we're just gonna do all soybeans. Like I said, the bean straw is gonna, I think, help us greatly financially, so we might as well do the soybeans. I'm also debating, if we go to the crops maps, there's field 58, which is really, really far away, but it has corn on it. But there's field 39, which I think is a little bit too big, too expensive. There's also field 14 that we might look at leasing this year, but it looks like it's going to be pretty spendy, so I don't think so. But if the cards are right and in our favor, then yeah, we may try to lease a cornfield and get some corn off of it. If not, then it's whatever. I'm not too bothered about it. Like I said, it'll probably be next fall. No, actually 2 falls from now, not next fall. Next fall that we will be getting cows. Right now it's just not really in the cards unless we somehow stumble upon some good chunks of money, which we do still have, and I keep forgetting about it. And I should probably actually check to see if there is anything that we have that's worth selling right now. But we do have crops in our storage still. So after we get done with this field, I think before we end the video, we might go check out what we actually have in storage. I know we have a load of soybeans, so what are soybeans going for right now, and when should we have sold them? So Suncor, they're 927 right now. Actually, it's like one more month, and it should hit its peak, but it's actually above its peak right now. So, do we trust that the price is going to go up? We're going to hold off for a day, but I think we are going to sell whatever soybeans we have. I think we have like just a tiny amount of sunflowers left, and they're not really worth anything. That's for whatever reason, a wintertime crop to sell. So yeah, but we have, I know for sure we have 1 load of soybeans, unless I somehow, some way got rid of it without even me remembering, but I'm 99.9% sure we still have a pretty, yeah, a full, I think it's just a 1 full gravity box of soybeans. So we will keep that in mind for next month. But yeah, right now the main focus is getting crops in because it is May. It's getting fairly late in the season, and just grinding out those fertilizer contracts still. So it's actually going to get tight. We're not going to be able to actually finish this field until our fertilizer contract is completed and we get some money. But that should go by really quick. I think he's probably, honestly, I would think, fairly far in. It's not going to show us now. Awesome. Yeah, I think he's probably doing pretty good. Let's actually just check on him. He's actually just finishing his first pass, it looks like. But, I mean, it's going to be so quick. So, yeah. We shouldn't have to stop planting. I don't think it's really going to affect our planting schedule too much. What is this contract worth is the question. And it is worth 11,000. So it'll be enough to buy us some more seeds and some more fertilizer, but other than that, not too much. And I think Ew, what's field 26 look like? Sorry, let me... I mean, we kind of got to take it, don't we? We're going to take that. And what's field 49 look like? 49's in awful shape. We're not going to take that. Just because I have no ambition to do it. And I don't think course play is going to handle it that fantastically. So we will just continue plugging away with this. And then we'll actually probably start him on field 26 right away, just so we can get a pretty sizable chunk of money in the pocket. Yeah, we have field 34, 26, 28, and 23 to get fertilized, and then we have no other contracts or anything, really anything else at all to worry about or do right now, just because we don't have any animals or any other fields or any other tasks. So it's a pretty... Actually, whoops, I just realized my time. I've been running at three times speed, sometimes 5, sometimes 2. I've been trying to kind of find a good balance, and I think 3 to 5, somewhere in there is going to be good for me right now, just because of how small our equipment is. But yeah, I think once we get some bigger equipment, we'll probably jump to 5 times speed, just because we can get more done in a day. But yeah, so I was gonna try to wait for the fertilizer to get done before I jump to do a time lapse, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. So, as far as future plans go, where we're at, for what we want, what we can get, what we want to get, I don't really know, honestly. I feel like we're in a good spot. We're gonna have to start obviously buying some animal stuff, like a TMR. I think this one is one I was looking at. I kind of like the look of it. It's small. I think it would be just about perfect for what we're going to start off as. So that's about 43,000. I don't think there's anything else that I was super interested in that department. I don't think we have to worry about water. Animal transport, since we're doing dairy, we're just going to buy them straight to the barn. We don't got to worry about transporting them. I would like to get my own baler at some point, but the problem is I would kind of prefer to just get an auto loader, which, I mean, I know some people use because it's not really that common where they are, but I know I know quite a few farmers in Wisconsin that actually use the Anderson round bale loader, so I actually enjoy using it just because I've seen it being used. So, if it's not the Anderson one, then it's some other one. I've seen a fair amount of them being used. So, but if not, then we'll just probably buy like this and possibly a cheap skid steer and just load them up on here, which I have no problems with. It's just going to be far more time consuming, which as of right now, we have nothing but time on our farm because we have nothing going on other than the few tasks here and there. I wouldn't mind this one. This is another one that's pretty common around my area. It'd be tire configuration similar to this, more actually like I don't know if I can find an example. And I'm sad that I don't see... I'll wait till I turn around here. But I'm sad I don't see more tires of what I'm thinking of on more tractors and implements, because they're very common around here. Actually, just like these ones. Maybe on the planter? No. Let me get turned around. And we are very, very close on running out of seeds. So hopefully that... I didn't check, but I think that contract should be almost done. But one type of tire I wish I saw just more often on just more vehicles in general is something... They're not really going to have it. Something kind of along these lines. Like the rib tires, but they have... The ones that go on implements are smaller ribs and they're tighter together. And there's more of them. I'm not sure if I'd be able to find one, but... Anyways, it's just more common around here. But yeah. So, baling is probably going to be our next big equipment investment. Like I said, I don't really think there's anything else we need right now. We're in a pretty good spot as far as equipment goes, and now it's really I think we can just kind of focus on land as like the really, really big purchase before or after cows, but I'd prefer to buy this field or even the smaller field across the street just to cut back on those expenses. And the field 34 contract is almost complete, which it better get done quick because I don't know if we're even going to finish this row. And we're going to get it delivered to the field if we don't. I was going to drive the planter back to the farm maybe even, but we might just get the seeds delivered straight to the field. One thing I want to do when I buy this field is just even out that little ditch that we just went through. Just smooth it out just a little bit because it's not too deep to where the implements don't work on it. It's just a little too sharp of an angle in my opinion. But yeah, things are actually very good on the farm right now. I know last episode was a little chaotic just because I kind of accidentally fast forwarded through a whole year, or had to fast forward through a whole year. And we are right there on the edge of being able to get this done. Oh my god, talk about perfect timing. Look at that. We'll just run it out. There it is. But yeah, last episode was a little chaotic just because of yeah, we had to I had to kind of try to piece things together and make it kind of in order again. But yeah, so things are going good now on the farm actually. I'm pretty happy with where we're at. Obviously, I'd love more money in the bank account, but who wouldn't? I love the new tractor. It's working fantastically. The new planters as well. I'm glad we now have the capability to choose between beans and corn. Like I said, I don't foresee us planting anything else in the next couple rotations. One thing we do need to remember to buy, hopefully this episode, is the field data for the field we own. I don't think we're going to buy it for the rented field because I don't know if we're going to keep it for another season. We might get rid of it and try to maybe jump over this one because next season, hopefully we'll have enough, hopefully, and this is a huge hopefully, we have enough capital saved up to be able to buy cows and focus purely on corn and just supplement any money that we do need with spraying. So next season will not be a big cash crop season for us, and I think that, yeah, so we will just course plate just finished actually. I guess I didn't see the stop sign right there. So we will accept this. We will buy more fertilizer for the fertilizer spreader, and yeah, then we'll get to finishing the field up. So I'll bring this over to the farm. Let me buy. What do we need? Probably 3 fertilizers and a seed pallet. We'll buy the seed pallet first because that's actually more important, personally, for us. But financially, we also need that fertilizer. So yeah, I will get everything set up again, and then I will see you guys in the time lapse, and we will reconvene afterwards. Alright guys, we are wrapping up this field. We're gonna finish this field and then we have to go buy some more fertilizer for our fertilizer spreader. He is... I don't even actually know how far he got on the field. Doesn't look like too far. He did a headland, so that'll wrap up real quick. But yeah, we are almost done with our personal planting season. Obviously, I wouldn't mind if we picked up another few contracts, but I think it's pretty much over for everybody. I think we kind of missed out on that. We're pretty late this season, like I said earlier in the episode. So yeah, now it's pretty much just fertilizer contracts for the rest of the season until our harvest. And what I would like to do is possibly get some small harvests in for contracts. If it's worth it. If it's not, it's no big deal. One thing I was also thinking about while I was planting is we do need like a pickup or possibly just instantly go to semi. And how do I want to do this? We are actually going to hit everything further in first, and then we'll hit the edge last. But yeah, we need either a pickup or a semi, and I guess I don't really care which one it is. Honestly, I wouldn't mind just buying an older semi. That way we're just ready to upgrade to grain trailers, bale trailers, you know, things like that we can actually haul bigger things in. That's kind of all that, like I said, what we really need. We're pretty much in a good spot, honestly. Like, there's not a lot that I can think off the top of my head that we, like, really need. Obviously, there's a lot of wants. We always have wants on this farm. But yeah, we're doing surprisingly well. I feel fine financially. We would be in a way worse position if I would have made a rule that we can't do contracts, but I mean, to me, the contracts are fairly realistic. The prices are maybe a little high, like wicked high, but I mean, in real life, we on our farm, we did not contracts, but like we helped people for payment of some sort, whether that be they give us whatever seed we need, they give us whatever fertilizer we needed, they actually pay us. They help us with our harvest if we help them with their planting, whatever it may be. We did it all the time, so I don't see why, you know, I wouldn't utilize the contracts in the game in a realistic playthrough. So I personally like the contracts. I think it's making my life far easier. I think it's making the series a little bit more palatable, because if it wasn't for contracts, this series would be about 3-minute episodes. It would be me doing like one thing a day right now, and then saying have a great one until next time. But yeah, so the contracts are yeah, like I said, giving me things to do. I don't play this game anymore now that I've started this playthrough, unless I am recording. So I like trying to do as much as possible while I am playing, because I enjoy the game. And we are out of... Is it going to keep planting, or do we actually need... It looks like it's going to make us get... let me check quick. I'm willing to plant the rest. It's not going to... Okay, it turned off. Let's see if we can just turn it back on. I'm fine with planting the very edge of the field without fertilizer. That's not the end of the world. My main concern is just... Oh, it is going to cut... Yeah, nope, that's not worth it. Okay. So we are going to fold this up. We're actually going to head over to the field where the fertilizer spreader is. And we are going to fill up the spreader first. And then this with all one purchase. And we'll finish it. But yeah, so like I was saying, I mean, the contracts are good. Obviously, I'd like to be doing things on my own farm rather than helping other people out, but we just don't really have much to do right now. I mean, the cows are gonna completely change the dynamic of this entire series. honestly, just because they are so much maintenance, especially once you start getting like 200 plus, then they become far more work. And I'm really excited for it. It's just a grind to get there. So that's another thing I was thinking about while I was planting is I'm just really debating buying the cows with a loan or with whatever contracts we can round up here with fertilizers, and then just buying wrapped straw and hay bales until we can get our own, which I know is going to rack up so ungodly fast. But if we only buy 50 cows right off the bat, I don't think it's gonna be that bad, and we're just gonna. Like I said, I like playing things a little realistic. We're just gonna drive through this guy's field, not my field. Don't care. But yeah, so I'm really debating kind of going into more debt. I mean, what's a farming playthrough? You know, if you're not really going into debt, because that's not realistic if you're not in debt in farming. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited to get the cows, and I kind of am now wishing I would have planted one of these fields in corn, just because I kind of shot myself in the foot there with being able. I like really just limited myself. Oh wow, we're gonna be left with 4. What? 54. Oh, I can. What? Oh, the delivery price. Duh. Ah. That's depressing. Okay, we will have to be cognizant of how much we put into the fertilizer spreader because we still need just a little bit for the planter. So we'll put probably, oops, we'll probably put 2,500 in, and then we will leave 500 for the planter. And I don't even actually know if the planter takes that much. There we go. And we will pull the planter over and fill him up. And if it doesn't take all that, then the fertilizer spreader can have it. Nope, it will take all of it gladly. So let me get this guy back up and running. Nearest waypoint. We'll just have him start right here. And hopefully that's enough. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. Whether I should just buy the bales until we can become self-sufficient, or if I should just wait and be more patient and not put myself into a stressful financial money pit, because things are kind of smooth right now, and yeah, like I don't. It's not necessary for me to go and make things difficult for myself, but what's the fun in that if I'm not constantly causing problems through this playthrough? But then yeah, like there's gonna be. It's not just the cows. That's the problem. It's the TMR. It's the spreader for the manure. Actually, I don't even know if it takes manure or slurry. It would be getting a front loader for either this tractor or the other tractor, so that way we can do bales. It's buying the bales. It's transporting bales. It's storing the bale. It's a whole lot of work. It's a lot of investment. So it's not just the cows, and the cows alone, I think is going to be, for 50 cows, it's probably around 100,000 is what I would guess. Just because, well, let's see. I think it's 2,000 a cow about if you just buy it straight to the barn for a like mature, ready to go cow. And then to have them reproducing, we would need to have them at 100% health, which would require TMR, which would require us to buy silage bales and hay bales, and then straw for the bedding. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of money. So I'm kind of talking myself out of it, but I'm actually down to do it if you guys think it's a good idea or think it'd be fun. Worst that happens is we just sell the cows off and we have money in the bank again. It's not really too big of a gamble. Obviously, I would rather not have to sell everything off immediately after buying it. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be fun. But I also think just kind of continuing our slow and steady course is also could be fun. But I am not sure. I did not drop the planter. But yeah, I am really wishing I would have planted corn now. I'm having just regrets on that. I usually live a pretty no regrets life, but we got regrets now. But whatever. And I actually don't even know if I'm gonna go back and plant the edge of this little strip I'm not planting. I don't even know if I'm gonna go plant that, because honestly, it just gives us a little bit of a headland anyways. I kind of did this a little weird. I don't know why. I wanted to see what happened if I planted with no headland first. And I don't like it. I'd rather just plant the headlands right away and drive over the planted field, honestly. But yeah, that's... I don't really know if there's that much else to do for today, guys. I think it's gonna be another short episode, unfortunately. Until we get more more animals, or animals in general, or just more things to do with field work. We're kind of just stuck with these this is probably gonna be 10-15 minute episode, which I mean I'm fine with, but yeah, just as like a what it's gonna look like in the future. Right now we have like nothing to do. It's about 10-15 minute episodes, 20-minute episodes maybe. I think the videos are probably going to jump up more to 30, 40, 50-minute episodes in the future, just because I do anticipate a lot to do. We're going to, we're going to be chopping, we're going to be doing hay. There's just going to be way more to do. So I think the episodes are going to be a little bit longer. I'm going to do less time-lapsey kind of stuff and try to do more things all at once, so it's going to be just more of a fluid process, rather than me doing this, time-lapsing, jumping to another thing, time-lapsing, because I don't necessarily love doing that. It's just, there's just not much to do right now, so yeah, that's one reason why I'm just really eager to get cows, is just to give myself something more to do. Yeah, we're going to finish up this little section here, guys, and that's going to be it for today's episode afterwards. The grind continues with the fertilizer contracts. And honestly, we did stuff so quick today. I think the next episode is going to also be in May. I'd prefer doing an episode of, like, each episode is a new day / month. But I think just because the 3 times speed was obviously too slow, so we're probably going to try 5 or 6 times speed in the next episode. But yeah, I'm very excited for animals, and I'm still also pondering on just getting pigs and buying them, but then we have to buy a trailer. But I think it's one little trailer is probably far cheaper than having to buy a TMR and all the other rigmarole of cows. And one thing I don't know is if you can feed soybeans to pigs, which I wouldn't, because that's an expensive product to just give to a pig. We need all the money we can get right now. But yeah, so I think that's going to be it for today, you guys. We're wrapping up this field. That is the end of our year, technically 2. I'm gonna call this year 1. I don't really count. We started in late fall of last year. So, yep. So this will be the end of the year 1 planting. Our planting season in about 30 feet is officially over. Very exciting. Hopefully, by next planting season, we own this field. I'd be very excited about that. As far as things in the next episode, like I said, the grind continues for fertilizer spreader. That's just going to continue to just work. It's never going to stop for that poor thing. And I don't know, maybe we pick up some sort of other contracts. We have 230 horsepower to work with, so maybe a cultivating contract or something. Whatever pops up, we'll see. Or maybe we just buy possibly another fertilizer spreader and just really go to town on the fertilizer spreader contracts. I'm not entirely sure. I do know at some point I do want to kind of slowly start to convert over to liquid fertilizer, just because I want to try to get a setup more for more self-sufficient. So I I'm planning on using Follow Me. I don't think I have it on right now, but like the Follow Me mod, and then kind of getting a full fertilizer team going. So like, where is it? If I can find it quick, I think it's under low loaders right here. It's right here of this beautiful, beautiful Demco mod. It's a nice flatbed, 2 big old tankers and some smaller containers here. But yeah, I want to use something like this and just have it pulled by a semi and a nice big sprayer and just be able to not have to keep getting stuff delivered to the field, because I don't love having to do that. It's just, that's one reason why I was saying we need a pickup truck or a semi, is so we can get a flatbed, so we can at least start putting them, you know, getting it delivered to the farm and putting it on pallets, just so it's a little more realistic. Because I mean, the co-op is not constantly going to be driving out to the field like that and, you know, delivering nice fancy bags of pallets or bags of fertilizer for me. But yeah, so lots of stuff on the want list, few things on the need list, but more things on the want list. But yeah, that's the long-term goal for the fertilizer side of our business, the contracting, is I do continue, as of right now, continuing the contracting work. For how long, I don't know. Once we get busy and get our own more land of our own, I'm sure we're gonna just run out of time to do it. But for now, yeah, I wouldn't mind having a little bit fancier fertilizer setup. But that's wishful thinking. That's for the future. And that's gonna be it for today, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button down below. If you haven't yet subscribed, we're trying to hit 1,500 subscribers by whenever. I just love to be able to hit that. That's kind of my next big goal on this channel. As far as uploads go, I'm trying to for sure do Monday and Friday for this series, and then possibly a Wednesday if I have time. But I will be going kind of into the holiday season at work, and it's gonna be a little bit busy. So we'll see how much I can upload. Obviously, like I said, I'm going to try to do as much as possible. But yeah, Monday and Friday is going to be our big target goals for this series. And like I said, that's it for today, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.